The most respected zodiac signs: integrity and standards. Respect is not always about popularity. Sometimes the most respected person in the room is not the loudest, richest, funniest, or most charming. It is the person whose word means something. The one who has standards even when nobody is watching. The one who does the right thing even when it would be easier to take the shortcut. Integrity is quiet, but people feel it. Standards are not always flashy, but they create trust. Today, we're ranking the most respected zodiac signs when it comes to integrity and standards. For this ranking, check your sun sign and Saturn sign. Your sun sign shows your core character, values, and the kind of person you are becoming. Your Saturn sign shows discipline, responsibility, boundaries, and the standards you hold yourself to when life tests you. Starting at number 7, Cancer. Cancer earns respect through loyalty, emotional responsibility, and the way they protect what matters to them. People may focus on Cancer's sensitivity, but underneath that emotional nature is a strong moral center. When Cancer truly cares, they do not treat people like they are replaceable. They remember promises, they value family, trust, history, and emotional safety. Cancer's integrity often shows in the way they show up during difficult moments. They may not make a big announcement about it, but they notice who needs support, who feels left out, and who is quietly struggling. Their standards are emotional standards. They believe love should come with care, consistency, and real effort. What makes Cancer respected is that their loyalty is not casual. If they choose you, they usually take that bond seriously. They may forgive, but they do not forget what a relationship is supposed to mean. Cancer ranks 7th because their respect comes from heart, devotion, and the ability to make people feel protected when it truly matters. At number 6, Sagittarius. Sagittarius earns respect through honesty, principle, and the courage to say what they actually believe. This sign is not always polished, and they may not always soften the truth perfectly, but people often respect them because they are rarely fake. Sagittarius would rather be real and misunderstood than agreeable and dishonest. Their integrity comes from their relationship with truth. Sagittarius wants life to mean something. They care about freedom, fairness, beliefs, and the bigger picture. When mature, they stand for what they believe, even when it makes them unpopular. Sagittarius also has standards around authenticity. They dislike hypocrisy, pretending, and people who act one way in public and another way in private. If they respect you, they expect honesty in return. Sagittarius ranks 6th because their respect comes from moral courage. They may not always be gentle with the truth, but when they are mature, people know they are speaking from conviction, not manipulation. At number 5, Libra. Libra earns respect through fairness, grace, and the ability to hold people to a higher social standard. Libra is often known for charm, but mature Libra is much deeper than being pleasant. This sign understands balance, justice, respect, and how people should treat each other. Libra's integrity shows in their desire to be fair, even when emotions are involved. They can step back, look at both sides, and ask, what is actually right here? That ability can make people trust their judgment. Libra may not enjoy conflict, but when their values are clear, they can become surprisingly firm. Their standards show in relationships, conversations, and behavior. Libra notices tone, manners, respect, and whether someone is treating others with dignity. They may forgive awkwardness, but they do not easily respect cruelty or unnecessary harshness. Libra ranks 5th because they remind people that integrity is not only about private choices. It is also about how you treat others when ego and conflict enter the room. At number 4, Aquarius. Aquarius earns respect through independence, principles, and the courage to think for themselves. This sign does not usually chase approval, and that alone can make people respect them. Aquarius often has standards that come from their own mind, not from tradition, pressure, or popularity. They are willing to stand apart if they believe something matters. Aquarius's integrity shows when they refuse to follow the crowd just to belong. They may question rules, challenge outdated thinking, or defend people who are being treated unfairly. Their standards are often connected to humanity, truth, progress, and freedom. Even when they seem detached, they can care deeply about what is right. What makes Aquarius respected is that they are not easily controlled by social pressure. They may be unusual, distant, or hard to understand, but people often know they are not pretending just to be liked. Aquarius ranks fourth because their respect comes from originality, conviction, and the ability to stand by their beliefs even when nobody else understands them yet. At number 3, Taurus. Taurus earns respect through consistency, reliability, and strong personal values. This is a sign that often believes actions matter more than promises. Taurus may not always speak dramatically about integrity, but they show it through loyalty, patience, and the way they keep showing up. If Taurus gives their word, they usually want it to mean something. Their standards are steady. Taurus does not easily change their values to please the room. They know what they believe, what they will tolerate, and what crosses the line. This can make them stubborn, but it also makes them dependable. People respect Taurus because they know Taurus will not change their values just because the room gets louder. Taurus also has a quiet kind of dignity. They may not need constant recognition, but they expect respect, honesty, and effort. When someone violates their trust, Taurus may not make a scene, but their opinion can change permanently. Taurus ranks third because their integrity is grounded. In a world where many people say one thing and do another, Taurus is respected for standing firm. At number 2, Capricorn. Capricorn earns respect through discipline, responsibility, and the ability to hold themselves to a serious standard. This is one of the signs most naturally connected to reputation, accountability, and long-term character. Capricorn understands that respect is not something you demand. It is something you build through repeated actions. A mature Capricorn does not just want to look responsible. They want to be responsible. They often take commitments seriously, think about consequences, and push themselves to do better even when nobody is clapping for them. Their integrity shows in the way they handle pressure. They may not always be emotionally expressive, but they often carry burdens quietly and keep moving. Capricorn standards can be high, sometimes even too high. They may expect discipline, maturity, and effort from themselves and from the people around them. But that is also why people trust them. Capricorn ranks second because their respect is earned through structure, endurance, and accountability. People may not always find them easy, but they recognize their seriousness. And at number 1, Virgo. Virgo takes the top spot because integrity and standards are deeply connected to Virgo's nature. Virgo notices what is wrong, what can be improved, what needs responsibility, and where people are not doing their part. This sign may not always seek attention, but they often earn respect by being useful, honest, precise, and dependable. Virgo's integrity shows in the small things. They care about details, effort, follow-through, and doing something properly. They may be the person who fixes the problem nobody else noticed, keeps the promise nobody else remembered, or holds themselves accountable even when they could easily avoid it. Their standards are not just for show. Virgo often lives by them daily. What makes Virgo respected is that they do not usually need praise to do the right thing. They may criticize themselves more than anyone else ever could, but that inner standard pushes them to keep improving. People may not always realize how much Virgo does until Virgo stops doing it. Virgo ranks number 1 because their respect comes from character in action. They show integrity in the details, the promise kept, the mistake fixed, the standard maintained, and the quiet discipline of doing things well even when nobody is watching. So those are the most respected zodiac signs when it comes to integrity and standards. But remember, astrology shows patterns, not permanent labels. Respect is not about being perfect. Every sign has flaws, mistakes, and moments of weakness. True integrity is about what someone chooses after that, whether they take responsibility, keep their word, and try to become better. When these signs are mature, they remind people that standards are not about judging others. They are about living in a way people can trust. Comment your sun sign and Saturn sign below and tell me if you agree with this ranking. Did your sign make the list, or did someone instantly come to mind? Like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more zodiac rankings.